So this is going to be a quick review from Friday's notes. Number 4 says reflection across the x-axis. So I'm going to highlight that so I know what my line is that I'm crossing over, that I'm going to flip over. So in order to do so, I'm going to count the distance from each point to that line, and it's going to be the same distance from that line to the other side. For example, let's start with W. It is 2 to the line, so I'm going to go 2 again. This is called W prime. Then we count C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 5 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one will be known as C prime. And lastly, T. It's on the line, which means 0 steps. So 0 steps again would be the same thing, which would be considered T prime. If you connect your 3, that is your new image after the reflection. Number 5 was the reflection across the y-axis. Very similar. This line is my y-axis. So I count. S is 1, so S prime is 1. C is 1 to the line, so I'm going to go 1 again to give me C prime. And now y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gives me y prime. So I just connected the 3 points to give me my new image. So remember, this is called, the original is called the pre-image. It's there before. And the new one is called the image. This is our after. For problems like 6 and 7, it's asking across a specific line. So y equals x. I'm going to do a table to figure out where that's at. First start with -1. Plug in -1, that means that x is -1. If we're plugging in 0, that means that that's 0, 1, 1. So my line is at each of these points. Just connect them. You're going to reflect across this line. Remember, each point should cross it at the reciprocal. So this slope is up 1 over 1. You want to cross it going, so this is up 1 over 1. You want to cross it going -1 over 1. So down 1 over 1. For example, here, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. It would cross here, creating that 90-degree angle. And number 7, y equals -1. That means -1 on the y. If y is here, I'm going to go down to -1, which is here. And it's going to be now a horizontal line. I'll reflect across this line, very similar to the x-axis. I know the last type of problems are like numbers 8 and 9. It's asking for the line of reflection given the image and the pre-image. So we want to see the distance between each set of points. From W to W prime, it is 2, so half of that is just 1. So I have a point here in the middle. If you look at U, it's 2 and then 2, so my middle is here. And we can just follow along to see that the midpoint of D and D prime is this one here. Therefore, your line of reflection is here. We can see that for this one, it would be this point. Let's see, this one goes down 1, 2, 3, over 1, 2, 3. So we can even go up 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 to find me this point here. So you can see it's going to be this line that connects through here. Go ahead and pass out the homework so I can cover a couple questions. For numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, it says use tracing paper or the patty paper that I was using in class. Then for 5, 6, 7, and 8, it's asking you to draw the reflection. You may choose to use patty paper or the rule of perpendicular lines, as I will do for number 5. So first we must find the slope of the line of reflection. If I pick 2 points here and here, remember the slope is rise over run. Down 1 to the right 1, so it's a positive 1. So it's negative 1 over 1. The reciprocal, you flip it, and then you add another negative. So it's either negative over negative 1 or 1 over 1. So we see in this image, if I start at C, if I try to go up 1 over 1, I'm going away from the line. So I'm going to go negative 1 over negative 1, meaning down 1 to the left 1. Down 1. So you can see I went 1, let me restart that. Now I went 1 full 1, then a half. So I'm going to do the other half, and then 1 more full 1 to get my C prime here. Let's count for A. Down 1, over 1. Down 1, over 1. There's my A prime. Now for B. Down 1, over 1. Down 1, over 1, that's 2. Down 1, over 1, that is 3. So I'm going to go down 1, over 1, that's 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, this is my B prime. Now you can connect the 3 points. And this is a reflection. Remember, pre-image, image. That is what you will do for every single problem. The ones with the X and Y axis are the easier ones. I've shown you this just right now. And I've also shown you an example for these. Finish the assignment to get a stamp by the end of the period.